Hi, I just wanted to share a quick flip through of one of my finished craft journals. Done the cover. That's the job that I always do at the end when I've finished and completed the journal. You can see this one is quite literally bursting at the seams. It's really full. So here we go. So the first page was a cutout, and this was using one of Megan Quinlan Studios stencils. Lots of fun to do that. This was a page that I used some of Dina's media tape, and I stamped my stamped images onto there, cut them out and stuck them on, just on a simple text background. You'll have seen lots of these pages on YouTube and Instagram if you follow me. Yeah, so this was using some of Dina's collage tissue paper and lots of her stencils as well. Some of Tim Holt's paper dolls, some of his, not his latest release, but probably the one before that. Some of his lovely bits of ephemera as well. I think I'm realising that purples and turquoises and pinks are maybe some of my favourite colours. This would have been done when the war in Ukraine started, this page. This was like a bit of a, I don't know, a reaction to what was going on, I guess, in a very, very small way. So some of my favourite stencils at the moment are Dina's botanical stencils and masks. I love these ones with the floral shapes and the leaves as well. Just really easy to create lovely pages with those. So this was one where I used a set of Dina's stamps, and I actually stamped lots of paint on the background using the stamp to create my background, and then stuck some of the collage tissue paper over the top. I think this might have been from either the Church Doodles or the Growing Things set. This was one, this page is definitely on YouTube. Painting, so where you load up your brush with your rainbow colours all close together and then swipe it down your page. This was through a stencil. Lots of fun. This page was done using one of Megan's stencils as well. And then this one, a little bit of a cutout element here that was actually from this page here, but of course then it was on the reverse side as well. So to echo this, I used the same stencil there. I love these chipboard shapes. They're just fantastic for creating a quick page too. So here I've used some of the ledger papers and stamped the stamped image onto there, and used the same ledger papers for a quote. Yeah, so the same thing, the cutout element from this page is also echoed on this page with the stenciling there too. Another one of Megan's stencils. I think this is one of my favourite pages. So again, this is Megan's stencil, really colourful background, and then masking. So I drew through the stencil to create a mask, and then used that to do the masked hand shapes. Using a face from the collage tissue paper to create a page with a face on it, and just adding some hair onto it too. So the same technique that I used back here. So this is in fact sports tape, but I thought I'd have a go at doing the same thing as I'd done on that other page, and it did work. Okay, so this is a little bit of a fold out element. So this part of the page here, this bit, is cut off from here. This is the bit that's missing, and I just stuck it onto this side to create this fold out page here. Again, using the chipboard shapes. More faces. So a rainbow background, and instead of masking using the black, I did it with the white paint instead. It creates quite an interesting effect, almost marbled in some places. This was a page where I created like a gate fold and cut out these shapes using Dina's stencil. In fact, this is one of my favourite pages. I love this page. I love the colours. Megan's stencil again. More of Dina's, I think it's the growing things or things that grow stencil and stamp set, stencil and mask set, sorry. Again, more of Megan's stencils. Adding some words onto a teeny tiny tag. This is one of my favourite pages too. I love how the rainbow colours flash through that black stencil. And then this one, Megan stencils for the hands, and then a face that I'd drawn. So often I journal about stuff that's going on in my life, in my head. Yeah, so there's a lot of very personal stuff in my art journals, which, to be fair, only I would know about, but it's one of the great things that I love about art journaling. This is the pensive face stencil, so just used it 3 times to create that kind of dimension to the page. This is something that I love to do, as you know, with the swoop of colours on the brush. Again, playing, this was a gel print, so I painted the rainbow colours onto my gel plate and then took a print into my journal. A cut-out page using Megan's stencil. More playing with the rainbow colours, finding different ways to swoop them onto the page. This is an art foamy stamp. It's quite a simple page really, but really quite pretty. My journal was busting at the seams, so I decided not to do anything with this page. And then another cut-out page here. So it's lots of fun to alter the shapes of pages in the journals, and cut pieces off and see where you can stick them on. So yeah, so that is another completed craft journal. So many of these pages you can see how-to videos on YouTube, and you can also see there are some reels for these on Instagram as well, if you like watching those. I know lots of people don't like reels because they're sped up and quite fast. But yeah, so this one's going to go on my shelf. Watch out for the next. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.